Hello there. Welcome to another live stream. My name is Shane Olson, and today we're going to be I'm just kind of riffing, just kind of going off just whatever. So, yeah, let's see what happens. And I'm just trying some new stuff. So, if you are watching, please let me know how it's going. Okay. Sure my sound is off. All right. Let's get going here. Turn off this ruler. Gonna go ahead and scale this up. I was gonna sculpt anyway, so I figured I might as well turn on the camera. Hey, what's up, Brad? Hey, Steve. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm actually, I told Steve I was gonna stream live today, and yeah, I actually made it happen. So here we go. I gotta find my reference here. I just have a bunch of reference on my other machine, or on my other monitor. And I kind of want to turn on some music. So, give me 1 second. Can you guys hear that? No. Okay. That'll work for a minute. How are you guys doing today? Okay. Boring sphere. Let's make this not a boring sphere, shall we? Hey, Keelan, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Took the day off to sculpt. That's the sign of a true sculptor, right? I love your your raccoon Mario, Brad. That thing turned out amazing. I wish the game actually looked like that. Hey, Sammy, how are you? Hey, Sammy, you can now join my 3D character workshop for free. So, if you want to, love to see you in there. Oh. Hello, hello, welcome everybody. Hello, hello. Just doing some experimentation, trying some stuff. You guys know each other? Cool. So recently, for female bodies, I've been doing something a little bit different, and that's pulling. I usually have this pelvis box like this, but I've been pulling it up like this, just to give that, just really dial in that hourglass shape, you know? Seems to have been, to be working out pretty good. Seen two of my favorite 3D artists on the same live. Nice. Okay, and then on this, I kind of want to curl it. Get that flow happening. I really need to get some music going so you guys can listen to what I'm listening to. Okay, so This is kind of where a lot of people get tripped up. They just start stretching their geometry like this. And it's good to just, like one of my students just barely asked me about it. And we looked at their mesh, and it was just all different resolutions and stretched and all sorts of stuff. So what I like to do is just apply my dynamic subdivisions and then just Z-remesh at half, keeping groups. And then we'll just hit that. It'll be higher than this, but still low. I'll do it again. Yeah, so something like this, maybe even lower. There we go. I like that. And then just turn dynamic on again. And now we're all even topology and good to go. The topology, it doesn't really matter too much, but it does, when it does matter is when it's getting in your way, like interfering. So that's why I tend to kind of keep everything even. All right, hope to reach Shane's level someday. Well, you're in the right place to come and learn, hang out. Thanks, Brad. Yeah, so I added a free tier to my 3D Character Workshop school. So I pointed 3D Character Workshop over to school now. So if you go to 3dcharacterworkshop.com or 3dtunes.com or school.com/3dcw, you'll end up there. All the places. Okay, let's turn off or turn on local symmetry, turn off dynamic. There we go. Yeah, there's not too much in the free section right now, but I'm working on adding some more things like a beginner, like a startup beginner, some courses in there. Hey, Claudia, how are you? Welcome. Okay. So what I'm listening to is actually in my school. It's this like little cat. So here's what my school looks like. Oh, I should turn that down. See this little jamming cat right here? If you have to type something special in the search bar, and then he shows up, and you can click on him and listen to different music right here. So I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. I don't want to turn it on and have my stream be copyrighted, but the lo-fi is really good. Did you guys watch the Sculpt off by chance for the ZBrush Summit? Also, those of you who have already bought my 3D Character Workshop a long time ago, I'll be sending out emails soon with instructions on how to get access to that stuff. So, yeah, don't worry about it. That'll be happening pretty soon. Yes, Sammy, yes. I was just saying that. Yeah, so soon enough, I will be adding that. This is too thin. It's taken me a minute to figure it out. It's technical. I gotta turn this down a little bit. Okay, just trying to work this out a little bit. So how's everybody doing today? What are you working on? What's new? Okay. Sorry, I'm taking a while to get this one blocked out. It was giving me some troubles. It's feeling better. Currently working on boring software dev stuff. Ugh, that's no fun. I think dev can be fun. Hey Matt, how are you? Whoops. Good, good, good. Okay. Kind of want to exaggerate this more. Just gonna kick this in and this out and that's too much. Okay. It's probably too thin in there. Chilling in the Sculpt hangouts. Yeah, so you guys, if you do end up joining the workshop, even in the free section, we have Sculpt hangouts, and Brad runs those. It's a lot of fun hanging out, sculpting. I would be in there right now if I wasn't streaming. Okay, I'll figure that out once I get that going here. Hey Alex, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I want this to hook around, but I also want this V shape to be a little narrower. There we go. It's so tricky. That's a little better. Okay, we'll come back to that. Let's see. Be doing well? I am doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. I'm just, but I do need to get some more people in the Sculpt school so it works. I need it to work. Which is, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. The engagement in there is great. Okay, let's get the shoulders going. Actually, I'm going to put a head in there. Let me see how big I want this head. Maybe like this. Brad, you should do some more of those Mario. If they have any, you probably found a concept, right? So, hey Neil. Welcome, welcome. Don't want to drag this up. There's a few more. Okay, cool. Did the same artist like have several? I love the offset eyes. Makes me laugh. Very good. Okay. Let's get a neck in there. Okay, so this is getting stretched out again. So what I'm going to do is clear this, do auto groups, mirror and weld. And it looks like the head got off center somehow. I'm going to undo that and pull the head over to the right just barely. Let's turn this off. And no. Come on. Okay, just barely, and then this barely. And I think the neck was okay, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just to the right slightly. Okay. And then turn off local. That's probably why actually. Mirror and weld. Okay, that's better. I'm going to remesh it anyway, so it's not going to matter. Okay, so I'm going to hit apply and then do remesh at half. Keep groups. I'm going to turn smooth groups down to about half. Okay, that's way too dense. So I'm just going to hit this a couple more times. Oh, I need to have symmetry on. Let's do half again. There we go. Okay. Then turn dynamic back on and we're back in business. All right, let's see, get an arm in there. Turn local symmetry back on. So did you guys watch the ZBrush Summit? Just ended yesterday. Hey Neil, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. I decided to stream on a whim here and see how it went. What's the end on VOD this morning? Nice. Yeah, the new there's some stuff that I'm really excited about. Like the new topology stuff is, I mean, that's kind of my workflow, right? So busy I missed the summit, only saw pieces, saw your early sculpting in it. Oh yeah. What are you making? No ref image? I have it on another monitor. I just have a bunch of images on my other monitor. And I'm just kind of, I'm just going for whatever I feel like. Just a kind of a warrior girl pinup thing. Just got like super sharp shoulders. Good old sharp shoulders. I haven't seen any topology relax. Yeah, it has smoothing. You just hold down smooth and it will smooth across the surface. It's really nice. It's honestly, it's probably one of the best implementations of topology, retopology that I've seen. Okay. And if, yeah, I'm getting messages asking about how do I access my 3D Character Workshop stuff. If you're watching this, I'm going to be sending out emails pretty soon, giving you access to your content. That will be soon. Retopo looks great. I've been beta testing Retopo Flow 4, and this looks a step beyond. Yeah, it's honestly they you know, like Paul Gaber, he reached out to me and was asking me what I wanted to see in a retopology tool, and I showed him everything that was out there and what I liked about each one of them and what I didn't like, and they listened very well. Like, yeah, and then some. And the patch system is really good. Like they're gonna have eyebrows and stuff that you can just draw on there, and then it's there, you know. Which Infinity characters did you make? Oh, a lot of them. Like a fifth of them, because there were 5 of us on the team. Well, and there were some outside modelers as well. I made, well, you can see in my portfolio down in the link below. I have a lot of them in my portfolio, not all of them. But I did like Boba Fett and Anakin and let's see, Dash. Yeah, I did a bunch of them. Joy. Maybe I'll actually update my favorite version. Yeah, that's, you know, that's actually what I told the guys at Maxon is I think this version will actually get a lot of people to finally like subscribe, and because the tools they're adding are so good, and they're also finally updating the user interface eventually, like sometime next year, hopefully. And they're gonna kind of take some of the elements from the iPad version and put them in the PC version. And that's not to say they're getting rid of the current UI of the PC version, but they're updating it for sure. I think I'm actually going to bend these elbows. I might as well pose them kind of. They're kind of out like this. Maybe lower. Okay. Your link to your website and your YouTube text thing does not work. Which one? To school? That's not good. Thanks for letting me know. Hey, Crankhead, I'm just I have a bunch of reference on my second monitor. I'm just kind of putting a bunch of things together. Okay, thanks. Let's see. I wonder if I can change it while I'm streaming. Hold on a second. It's just S in the description. What the heck? Okay. I don't know if I can manage it, but here it is. That's better. I might not be able to change it until I end the stream. Super Sculptor. Yeah, it's just S dot. Could you imagine dot S? Okay. I don't know where. Sorry, I'll have to deal with it after, but thank you. Okay, that's weird. I'll get it straightened out soon enough. But thanks for letting me know. Jeez. You can't use topological masking with regular masking. It doesn't, because they're both masking, so they doesn't work very well. Okay. I kind of like to do like turn on wireframe, but then turn off the wires like this. It's kind of a cool look. Just like random colored objects. You just do that by turning off line in the polyfill. Thanks, Neil. Yeah, I don't think I've even saved it once. Jeez. I just get lost in what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah. Man, ZBrush crashed right in the middle of my my Sculpt off live. Right, it crashed. Did you guys see my final entry for that? Did I show you? I can show you here in a second. I'll show you the link over on my school. Here it is. This was my final entry for that. I was pretty happy with how it turned out. I wish I had a little more time with the rendering. I wanted to make these little guys glow and then cast light onto her, you know? But yeah, it crashed about, I don't know, two and a half hours in, and I lost about 15 minutes. I had to rebuild these horns, and it was pretty crazy. So anyway. All right. Whoops, I closed everything. All right, hold on a second. I'm going to pull up some music. Some different music. Yeah, Alex, it wasn't too fun. Thanks, Claudia. All right. Let's give this a listen. Okay, back in action. Here we go. Yeah, there's some pretty fun entries this year. I judged it one year, and it was hard to judge. I'm gonna turn the line work back on this. Come on, line. And then we can start pushing this in to make room for the eyes. Yeah, I'm super excited for the new topology stuff. It's gonna be great. Even like other topological programs like 3D Code and Cozy Blanket, it feels like that on steroids a little bit. Okay, let's see. I might merge these together sooner than later. Yeah, Sammy agreed, right? I just want to stay in ZBrush or wherever I'm working and not move around. It just kind of breaks your whole zen, right? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna merge these things pretty early, I think. Lately I've been doing Gozy method with Blender, found a good add-on that works pretty well. Yeah, there's one by Jose Canseco, he calls himself. It's called Go B, and it's really good. If that's the one you're using. The only thing you got to do though is you have to collapse your subdivision levels. And so that can be kind of a pain. And you also have to apply your dynamic subdivisions and then collapse them. I have a little script that'll do it, but it's kind of a hassle sometimes. Okay, no hands, no feet. Let's get some feet on there. Okay. Gobi has issues with scale from ZBrush. Great to see you again. It kind of does, unless you, well, you can use the ruler that I have, this ruler right here. And then if you set your scale to 1, I believe, and then set, I want to say you set Blender to meters. I'm trying to remember, but the default is just 1. It will go over 1 to 1. I've been able to get it to do that pretty consistently. And you can get my ruler for free on the new, so I updated it and put it on my Sculpt School. I called it Sculpt School. The new school, it's 3D Character Workshop, but I parked it over it on School now, a new platform. And you can get it over there. Gosh dang it. And that my brushes have the ruler in there. So let me show you really quick. Okay, so if you go, if you join the school, this is what you see when you get into the forum area. When you go over to the classroom side right here, my brushes are right here, and you can get them. And yeah, I have a ruler for Nomad, and then you can download the rest right here. This right there, and it's the updated version. I think it has both 2022 and the latest ZBrush versions in there. But that ruler, you can, yeah, I use it for inside of Nomad and Blender, and I guess I could just make a Blender version, but. Okay, let's skinny this up here. Okay. Let's make a hand. Let's save it. Save. Testing it. Topological. I want to kind of rotate her back more in the pose. I'll get there later. Okay. Come on. Flip this. I want to unmask this so I can pose her legs out a little bit. More of a power stance. Hey George, how are you? What's going on? George, did you do the sculpt off yesterday? I switched the stream to be lower latency, so the response time should be better than the normal latency takes like 20 seconds. You're super busy. It's all good. Busy's good. All right, let's get, I think I'm going to just give her 3 fingers. I've been kind of doing a little experiment with the thumbs recently where I just grab it and pull it out kind of like this and just kind of make a mitten. Because then it kind of automatically gives me that thumb meat and the webbing and everything I need. It's like the first knuckle kind of a thing. Not the good busy. Oh, wish I was busy sculpting. Oh no. Okay. Looks like she's got mittens. With an olive on her thumb. Give her a thumbnail a little bit. Looks like a club thumb. George, how's the streaming been going? Pretty good? Okay, that's probably too tall. Okay, we're getting a little stretchy, so I'm going to do another ZBrush version, but I'll do a save. Okay, and then let's do, I don't think I'm going to apply this. I'm just going to ZBrush it at this level. See how this is getting kind of stretched out, and yeah, so let's see if I do same. I'm going to turn smoothing way down. There we go. Hey guys. Oh, the stream is right on time as I sit down for ramen. There you go. Hey, there. Welcome. Female fun. Hey. Nice. Nice. Okay. Okay. Let's fix that, shall we? Flip this over so it's already kind of shaped the way I want it. Got tired of blocking out anatomy from scratch these days, so I made my own IMM anatomy kit. Oh, right, yeah. Doing some experimenting with it. Very cool. Yeah, work smarter, not harder, right? All right, tapered finger. But I kind of want to bend them. Let's see. Longer. Okay, I want to see if I can just mask off the end here. Invert it, just bend it like a tense, like good, like this. Because I kind of want her casting a spell of sorts. I haven't decided if I'm going to do 3 or 4 fingers yet. I was thinking 3, but I might give her another I was initially making them for myself to speed up the productive a little bit, then decided to release it. Nice. Oh, cool. That's good to hear, George. Very cool. Is that just on ArtStation or Gumroad or both? So if you guys don't know who George is, he's one of my original students. And he learned to do blockouts. And then ran with it. Let me see, hold on a second. I'm going to show your stuff. So this is George's blockouts. So is this what you're talking about? Is this the new IMM Anatomy Primitives thing? That's super cool. Yeah, yeah. Very awesome. If you ever want to study anatomy too, these are fantastic. Fantastic. That's super cool, George. Okay, where did the chat go? All right. Hey, Tristan, how you doing? Okay. I kind of, I might take this over to Nomad. Grateful? Nice. That's a good way to be. I'm doing pretty good. I mean, every day's a good day when you sculpt, right? So, these fingers are too chonky. Let's do, well, need to do auto grouping. Then, oh, I like those colors on the right. So I'm going to mirror it and then mirror and weld it like this. Learn from the best. Thanks for showing me. Oh, sure, George, and thank you very much. I appreciate it, as always. So fun to see. What people do with the training, you know? And it's funny because I never intended for that to happen, you know? I was just selfishly making courses. And then the byproduct was people actually taking off with it, you know? I just realized I'm one of the buyers. Oh, nice. That really speeds up the work. Greetings from Zimbabwe. Awesome. You're awesome. Thank you. You're awesome. Hello and welcome. Okay, I'm going to pose this hand a little bit more. I just want to turn it. Okay, come on, snap. There we go. I think that would work. Come on. This is a very kind of symmetrical pose. These fingers are too big. That feels better. Okay, saving. Got into 3D because of your videos when ZBrush Core was introduced. Oh, nice. Very cool to hear. Thank you. 25 people watching today. Not bad for not announcing it. That pose maker looks like she's Sindel from Mortal Kombat, kind of, yeah. That's been a game I haven't played in a long time. Come on. There we go. Okay, I kind of want to get... She's kind of like a storm or something like that, I think. I'm going to block out just a big chunk of hair. I think it might be storm. I'm going to split this one off, though. Should I? Okay, here's the thing. With ZBrush, you can play back the history, and if everything is in one subtool, it can play from start to end the whole way. But if you history is tied to each subtool, so if I play back the history in one subtool, then I have to switch to the next subtool and play the history through that. And it's kind of cool because it builds them one at a time. And I'm trying to decide if I care or if I want to keep the hair in the same subtool. I think I'm going to split it. Okay. Because otherwise I have to remember to do it, and I can't remember anything. Okay. So her hair is very large and kind of I think I'm going to use Sculptus Pro. Hope it doesn't crash. Let's apply this. Delete lower. And then we're going to turn on Sculptress. Why is there no Sculptress? Congrats on the new channel. Looks amazing. Thanks. Are you talking about the school, or are you talking about my YouTube channel? Okay, where? Oh, because topological was on? No, what is going on? It's not allowing me to turn on Sculptus Pro. There it is. Okay. Strange. Currently playing Claire Obscure, and this post totally gives me Loon vibes, which is a great game. I have not checked it out. Are you going to do desktop, Nomad, or iPad? Yes. Actually, both. Thank you. Are you going to do desktop Nomad? Yeah. I actually had it open the other day. Here it is. If it loads. Yeah, so I was messing around. I took my ZBrush Sculpt and brought it into Nomad because I wanted to mess with the lighting, and I'm still trying to get these little guys to glow and cast light and stuff. So this is actually an overlay card inside of Nomad. So yeah, see, I can move her around, and I was just kind of trying to frame her in here better and throw some lights in there and stuff like that. It's just really easy to do in Nomad, so I was trying it out. Yeah, I love the fact that Nomad's on desktop now, and I could just push things over there really quick and vice versa, you know, I can just move it. And I might push this over there to do the clothing just because the mask extracting is so good. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. Okay, let's turn up this intensity so I can drag it. Ooh, geez. That's not good. What am I? Oh, I'm on inflate. Okay. I want to be on snake hook so I can just kind of drag everything out. Cool stuff. Thanks. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off symmetry. Learned yesterday that you can decimate a model in Nomad while keeping the paint. Oh yeah, and it works well. It's really good. And you can pretty much keep paint through everything, through quad remeshing, through voxel remeshing, everything, and layers. It will keep the layers as best as it can anyway. It'll try really hard, and it usually does a pretty good job. Why does it keep doing that? This brush has auto masking activated, therefore it cannot be. What brush? Oh, topological. When I hit shift to navigate, I had topological turned on and it was giving me grief. Okay. I'm like, what? What are you complaining about? Let's crank this up just a little bit. I'm trying to force myself to be looser and looser, like just working out the shapes and not thinking about the topology too much, you know, just trying things and not giving a crap. Like that's what I did with the bodice on this elf, the dryad girl, whatever she is. See this bodice thing? I just drew these details on with the crease brush, and then I used the fill brush to fill them in. And I didn't do my typical, you know, using like topology and adding thickness and all that kind of stuff. I just drew it on there, and I'm like, oh, that actually worked out pretty good. I should probably do that more because it's so much faster, especially for 3D printing when you're not really having to care too much, you know. Because you can always clean it up later, make it better later. It's just like that meme that's going around right now. Make it exist, and make it better later. Yeah, it's true. It's so true. So like right now I'm just trying to work out the flow and the direction of everything. And if you don't like it, just undo it and do it again. Okay, this is, I want to pull this back out a lot. Kind of giving me some Dragon Ball Z vibes. There we go. I'm not hating that. Because I'm wanting to kind of have some energy, like she's getting full of like lightning, you know, like crackling energy, electricity, storm. Maybe, I'll save this. Gonna take a little drink. Let's kind of pull this forward. Frame her face a little better. If you haven't done so yet, oh, people have got left. Okay, it's so funny how people come and go. Anyway, I was just gonna say, come check out my new 3D character workshop. I moved it over to a new platform, added some new courses. Thanks, Neil. Yeah, the link in the description doesn't work at the moment. But there's a lot of activity happening over there. It's a lot of fun. You want to get better, learn, hang out with people, fellow sculptors. Check it out. Let me know if you have any questions about what I'm doing or what's going on or anything like that. Happy to answer. Mm-hmm. Sometimes hair is hard to figure out, like direction and where things are going. It's one of the hardest things for me to figure out. Not related to what you're currently doing, but in Spotlight, how do you remove one image and replace it with another? Let's see. Well, like I can show you really fast. I want this not so rigid. Okay. Let me save this. So basically, to load up an image, you just go to Texture, Import, and then we'll grab some images here. So let's say I'll grab this pumpkin that I did, and then I'll load in a second one. This vampire. Okay, so now we have two images in there. So you can see them right here. You just select one of them, so it's right there. And then you click this button, add to spotlight, and it'll put it in the spotlight like this. And you can crank up the opacity. You can scale it and move it and rotate it, put it wherever you want. And then say you're done with this image. You can load another one by doing the same thing. So I click the vampire, load it, and now, here it is right here. So now I have two, right? And I want to get rid of this one. There's this X right here. Just click on that and it goes away. It's called delete. And that's it. Does that make sense? That's all there is. Okay. Kind of want to move this a little bit. And then, okay. I think I might push this over to Nomad. I was struggling while trying to upload. Oh, Count Duckula. Oh, okay. That latest one you posed was looking good, by the way. I would say look at the character turnaround and follow that a little bit more. You can actually see the structure, because trying to sculpt from a concept that's straight on, directly on, that's very difficult to do because you're missing half the information. So you got to make up the rest, right? But you do have that character sheet, so I would go through and look at the side views on that character sheet and let that tell you what you should be doing with it. Okay, I'm gonna give her some ears. Anyway, I was thinking about bringing this over to Nomad just to do the clothing, because I kind of want to do mask extracting, and it's a lot easier over there. Here it just kind of it doesn't give me what I want, I guess. So I typically don't mask extract, but I've been enjoying that quite a bit. But I like blocking out in ZBrush better. It's just, as far as sculpting programs go, we're in a pretty good time. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the one I uploaded an hour or two ago where I completely redid the head. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That one is looking so much better. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and export this out. Yep, that's true. That's what the Sculpt Hangouts are for. So just come and hang out with people, and it's not like you have to come and it shouldn't be intimidating, I guess is the word. It's it's like just showing up and saying hi and hanging out. Listen to good music and turn this word off. Okay, let's save this. I'm going to apply the subdivisions, and this one doesn't have, this is just dynamic topology. Let's rename this body. Rename this hair. Whoop. Okay, and then just show these two things. And then I'm going to do, I'm just going to combine these two. It's easier. Just merge this down and then export it as an OBJ. Let's go. Okay. Currently printing out the shark diorama. That was really cool. I did a hangout today. I was struggling with stylized water splashes. I guess me and Brad came up with something in the end. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I think it's readable. It works. Okay, so over in Nomad, let's do new. And let's get rid of this image. And then import. Okay, let me go find it. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, new project. There she is. Okay, so now we're in Nomad. I kind of wish I would have started here, but that's okay. I want to make her, she's kind of squatty. Yeah, if you look at, this is, yeah, Nomad is kind of interesting. It'll bring over the face groups, poly groups, whatever you want to call them. And then you can choose to separate by polygroup. So I'm gonna click on this, go boonk. I think, here, let's open this up. Okay, I'm gonna pin this. Oh, this is doing new ones. Okay, hold on a second. That's not what I wanted. Okay. I think I'm going to do hide on tap. So if I click this, there you go. So if I hide it, whoops, gosh dang it. Come on, hide on tap, and then see it gives me split. I can say split. I can select this again, hide it, split it. Yeah, see, it's making all these things. And the reason I would do that is because now I can select these legs or the feet and then hide one side of it. So if I turn symmetry off, I'm going to go hide just one of it, and then I can hit delete. Hide this one, delete. And then essentially I can put this into a hierarchy where this is the foot, the calf, and the upper leg. So if I go like this, and then select this and do a add a mirror modifier. Boom, now it's mirrored and they're instances of each other. And now I can name this like foot, leg lower, leg upper, and we're good. So now I can grab this upper leg and move the pivot, and now I can pose it however I want to. Here, let me move it better. This kind of in this area. Yeah, now I can pivot. I can pose her like a doll, kind of. Okay. So, but this is pretty much the pose I want. I was just kind of going through there and showing you how to do it. I think I might make her have a little bit more of a power stance. This. And I can take this pivot and center it. Center. Align it to the world. Okay. Let me move it a little bit. Okay. And then after I did all that, I'm like, I'm going to merge them together and then do a mask extract for the clothes from the feet. Okay, so if I hold down Control and tap on those, then I can hit join and I just join it. Now it's just a leg. It's still being mirrored because that's underneath the mirror modifier. So now it's just a leg. So now what I can do is, here, let's go back to like another brush. I want to actually join all of these. So I can hit, here, I'll show you what it looks like. This is, Boolean in Nomad is just like remesh by union. So I can click on this. And then there's two options. There's voxel merge, which is like Dynamesh, or there's Boolean, which is like remesh by union. You can see how they unioned together. And now I own quad remesher inside of here. So I can just click on same, and then it'll quad remesh it really nicely. But now it's together, right? I can turn off relax and do it again. Okay. And then let's get, I'm just going to smooth this out. So it's just a cleaner transition. That's a little too hot on the power. Turn the power down. Okay. Just work this knee out. Inflate this just a little bit. This inflate brush in Nomad is not my favorite because it's very powerful. Even at its super low intensities, it'll still make it like bubble up pretty quick. Actually, yeah, I gotta have it. See, it goes fast. Okay, and what I wanted to do with this is it's kind of an open-toed foot that has wraps on it. So I'm just gonna mask it off. Let's do select mask. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, it looks like it's spiraling a little bit, and that's okay. Let's try one more time through here, see if I can get it a little bit better. Okay, that's good. All right, so now with this, I can go to the mask menu right here and then just choose extract, but I can increase the height of it like this. It looks like it has smooth shading turned on. I'm going to turn that off and go back. So this is just a preview of what it's going to look like when I mesh extract it. And I'm choosing to fit, like, close the holes on it, or I can choose a shell, which will actually give me a shell. But I'm going to do a fill. Looks like the back of it. Oops, come on. Looks like there's one. Yeah, there's one little dot in the back. There we go. Okay, let's try it one more time. There, that's pretty clean. I'm just going to fill it like this. And then when you're ready, you just hit extract. And then it gives you the new piece. So, and then I can clear off this mask. And it looks like a cast now. Okay, and usually with this, since it's going to be 3D printed, I don't really need super clean topology. So I'm just going to do what I did during the sculpt off and just kind of start to cut this in by hand. So I'm just going to do a voxel remesh on it, crank up the resolution, maybe something like that. Try that. Okay, that's kind of what it gave me. And now I'm just going to use smooth and just smooth it all down and make it look soft, not like a cast. I can hide the... Okay. Then I can turn on smooth shading again, like this. And what I like smooth shading for is it allows me to work without feeling like I have to crank up the resolution to make it look smooth. So you can work at a lot lower resolution with it looking like a higher resolution thing, which is great, especially for, like, if you're working on an iPad or something that has lower lower power, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So I'm going to color this. Let's go to color. And I want to make it kind of darker. And then turn the roughness up so it looks more like leather or something. Paint that. There we go. And then I'm going to use the crease brush. I just kind of like go through here and cut in some detail and then pull out opposing detail. Okay, like again, just kind of make it look like wraps. Shouldn't be on invert. Invert. I want it to push in, not pull out. There we go. Why is it pulling out? Okay. There it goes. I don't know why it wasn't. Because when I navigate, I have to hold down Alt. You can see it pop on over here. And it's a toggle. So I have to make sure that it's like pushed in at the right, when I want it pushed in. Kind of a pain in the butt. And if I need more, like if I start to run out of resolution, I can just voxel it again. Or crank up the voxel resolution. Hit it again. It'll just, it's a nice way to work because it just kind of continues to let you add more and more detail. Come on. keep getting tripped up based off of which direction it's headed, pulling or pushing. And the circle's slightly darker when it's doing the opposite thing too. That's kind of an indication of what it's going to do. See how it's bright right now? And if I reverse it, it's kind of dark red. I still won't pay attention to it. Anyway, kind of fun. And I can just kind of go through there. I was going to give her some toes. Is it possible to adjust the stroke afterwards? I see people adjust strokes in ZBrush with a slider. What do you mean? Exactly. I'm sorry, I'm not quite understanding what you mean. Adjust the stroke? Like after, like you do a stroke on the surface and then you adjust it after the fact? You can kind of do that with a curve in ZBrush, but I'm not quite sure like the depth of it. You can kind of do it with a layer. Yeah, let me kind of show you. So if I do this, and I'll add a layer. So we got a layer on there now. And so I can do it very heavy. Let's do like a super heavy. So like this right here. I can go into the layer and just kind of adjust it like this. But I don't, other than doing it with a curve, I haven't really seen it. Unless you can do a repeat last, which will stroke it again and make it deeper as well. So that's an option, I guess. But I don't know how to actually adjust it after you've laid it down. If it's possible, I don't know how. Okay, and then I want to put a cuff on here. I'm going to do it with insert cylinder. Something like this. And then validate it. And then you can voxelize it. Look at how dense it is. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then I can just come in here and smooth it down. I'm on smooth, right? Okay. I'm gonna crank up the intensity and make it softer. And then we can grab the crease brush and do something similar, just kind of come in here and cut it. to add some interest. Oops. Meant to smooth it, not relax it. Same with this. I want to just smooth it down a little bit. Not that much. Anyway, that's kind of how you can do it. And just work your way up and do all the clothes that way. For the center, okay, I was gonna make kind of a belt with a loinclothy thing. Merge these two now. So you can select an object here. Let's turn the hierarchy on again. Oh, that's why, because these are connected. So I want to hide this and then split it and split this off. So now I got these pieces, and then I want to validate this mirror. Validate. And then I think I'm going to join them together. So there's that piece and the legs. So I can hold down Shift and select multiple. So now these two are selected. Did I validate the feet too? Hold on. What the heck is going on with this layer? Here, I'm going to smesh it. Okay. I think I accidentally merged these in with the leg. I didn't mean to do that. So I'm going to split them off. Face groups. I'm going to put these in their own face group because they're like multiple face groups. So if I click, this is basically auto grouping right here. But as you'll notice, it pays attention to symmetry, I think. Maybe not. Never mind. I wish I could turn symmetry on and it would. Okay. Split those off. Okay, now I think I got it. So I want to select these two things and not the feet. So I can hide these. There we go. Because I want to merge these together. So I'm going to hit join and then Boolean. Right there like that. And then I can do auto groups and quadrimesh. Same. There we go. Looks pretty good. Okay. Sorry if sometimes I go too quick. Yeah, that's kind of who it is. Storm. Okay, so with this though, I want to mask extract, but I don't have enough geometry in here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some subdivision levels. Let's see, maybe 3. And then let's paint on this surface. That's pretty good. Okay. Give her some clues here. Okay. I think that is working. Now I can do the same thing and just go in the mask menu. See, I can make them have thickness, and I can just fill so they go all the way through instead of having a shell. I know you're tempted to do a shell, but then you have a front side and a back side to deal with. If I just fill it and then hit extract, it makes a new piece, and it's kind of a rinse repeat thing where you just want to do voxel, crank up the resolution. Maybe let's go like it looks a lot more dense than it really is. We'll clear this mask out. Okay. And then with this, we can now just go smooth. I think I went too high with that density actually. Okay. Get a big old brush and just smooth it on down. Then we can make it look like cloth instead of weird edges, and I can start pulling it around so it's not so thick and weird. Okay. There we go. Better. We can unhide the boots again. And then we'll give her a top, and then we can give her skin color, because I don't want to be like... can you teach us the lower jaw opening and mouth cavity sculpting? I do teach that in a lot of my courses. I'm probably not going to get to that today. I gave in and bought Nomad, so now I'm pressuring myself to learn and use Nomad so that it doesn't go to waste. Awesome, Javelin. Super cool. Okay, so now I want to hide this and then split. Select this, then boolean them together. Boolean. Okay, and then I guess I don't need to quadri mesh because I can go right to the voxelization step. Actually, I'm going to. Because I want to go same face group. No. because I want to subdivide this cleanly so I can then mask. Okay. I'm going to solo this. I do have some free Nomad training over in my 3D character workshop. I made it for Patreon, but I'm not doing Patreon anymore. I'm doing school, so I added that for free if you want to check it out. But it's making a space girl from start to finish. Oops. Okay, I'm going to do the extract thing, but not as thick. Maybe just barely. There we go. Okay, and then hit extract. See, once you get used to how to do it, you can just go pretty quick. Oh, hey Tristan. The Nomad training was extremely useful and helpful. Thanks for answering questions that day in real time. Absolutely. Yeah. So have you been using it? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and voxel remesh this. See how it kind of puts a weird lip along here? You can just go in and smooth it down and when you have to travel. Oh, nice. Very cool. Okay, so I want to use this clay brush and just bridge the gap here. So it's like a stretched fabric. I'm just using the clay. I really like this clay brush in here. It doesn't give me surface noise, you know? It doesn't give me a bunch of little squares. And then when I build it up, I can just hit voxel again. And then it rebuilds it underneath, so I'm not fighting with all that pinch geometry. Okay, let's fill it. And turn solo off, and there we go. Easy peasy. Then we can join this with this. Let's do join boolean, boolean. Okay, it's pretty dense. That's all right. And Nomad does have dynamic topology, so we can turn on dynamic like this. And then you can crank the detail up to match, so it's like 100, I think. No. So constant, it might be up in the 400s. That's kind of closer. Okay, so then we can just smooth that right out with dynamic. go. I'm going to shrink these down. So there's also a menu where you can shrink these down. It's right here, this little like vial looking thing. And then you can either crank the smooth or reduce the inflate. So I'm going to take inflate and take it down. So to maybe here, and then I'll pull this out. One thing I struggled with sculpting in Blender before Nomad is that when I remeshed, it fused the toes and fingers all together. Yeah, because it's more like the remesh you were using is more like a Dynamesh, which is like voxel. The voxel remeshing I've been doing. If you get the fingers too close, they will bridge together. So you have to be careful. But quad remesh is different. And in Blender, it's an add-on. It's not native to Blender, and it's called Quad Remesher. So and it costs extra. So it's made by Exoside, and that's the same quad remesh that's here. This costs extra because it's made by a different developer, and he sells it differently. So I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Can I fill this with something? What is going on? Oh, it's showing me the face groups. That's why. Oh, yeah, on Android it's not available. Sorry. Yeah, that sucks. It's because Androids are too vulnerable, unfortunately. Like to piracy and stuff. So they don't even bother. Okay, let's see. I'm smoothing something I'm not even selected with thing. There we go. I'm like, why isn't this smoothing? Maybe if you select it. Okay. I need to pull this down so because I'm going to add a belt and a loincloth. So okay. And then the belt's going to go like, I wonder if I could extract the belt from this. I think I might be able to. Let's try it out. I'm almost done here for the stream. I tend to stream for about 2 hours. Come on, why did you go back? There we go. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about Nomad. You click away in the viewport and it selects nothing and you have to select the mesh again. Oh, like this? Oh, that inverted my mask, clicking out there like that. Weird. But yeah, if I'm not on masking, I know what you're saying. I don't know how clean of a belt this is going to give me, but I'm going to try it out anyway. Let's solo it. It's kind of hard to see because I'm painting black on black kind of a thing. Just want to clean up these edges. So I don't want it to roll over the top right there. Okay, here we go. Clean belt. Let's see it. That works, I think. I'll just extract that. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, see, it makes these kind of chunky edges. Then all you got to do is just voxel remesh it. And then you're back in business. Just smooth it down. And then I'm going to turn off symmetry and kind of give it an interesting cut right here. And then I can use this clay buildup to kind of cut into the back of it, like, or bring it up, like fill it. And then I can hit the alternate version of it and scrape it away down here. So now it has this kind of a overlap thing. So it looks like a piece that's overlapping the other side. Soften it a little bit. Turn off solo and see if it worked. Kind of, but I need to pull it out. Kind of lumpy. See, and then that's going to be nice doing the, like if I brought this back into ZBrush to do some retopo on it, you know. I think that's going to be my new workflow, is just popping back and forth between these two apps. And so here's another thing I could do is do a box. Actually, let me see what I want to do. Let's do a sphere. This is just going to be temporary geometry for the loincloth thing. I know it looks weird right now. Bear with me. Here, I'm going to cut it. So it's, I could actually just make a loincloth out of this thing. Actually, let's see. Let me solo this so it's not all looking like a weird what am I trying to say? Misplaced tail or something. What? Okay, so basically what I can do is take this trim brush and just go like, we'll zoop it like that. There we go. Now it doesn't look so weird. The trim brushes in Nomad are phenomenal. It's too low. Let's see. Okay. And then like I can do it again with the trimming. Just gonna go. And then turn off symmetry. Just kind of go cut. It's still too low. Okay, that's better. I'm going to turn on, there is backface mask in here. It's under filter. And then it's, let's see, where is it? front face vertex only right there. I'm going to pin this so I remember. Yeah, so then if I drag along like this, I don't want that silhouette. So I'm going to go change it to maybe this one. There we go. It's like a cloth brush. Just like that. Anyway, it's really fun to cut up pieces in here, you know, just like slice them up because it's just fast. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. But let me add some, let me just give her a skin color. Let's unpin this, click on painting. Can I give her a little bit of darker skin here? This was awesome. Absolutely, you're welcome. Okay, and then roughness. I like to give it just a teeny tiny bit of sheen there. Thanks, Brad. Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to try and sculpt at the same time every day. So if you want to hang out with me, look for me. Some days it's not possible, but I'm going to try to do it more often. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. See ya.